Bum 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 bum. Oh, what the hell is he? Oh, hi Kermit. Yep, guys, I have finally finished the Kermit replica. From the head of him all the way to the feet, I finished. What now? With Kermit being complete, I feel like there's something missing from him. So, I started a banjo build. Hopefully soon he'll have his banjo. But one problem is my school is oh no, I don't know why I did that. Okay, but also starting soon is my school. So that means post will be a little bit less. I know this summer it was probably the worst post ever amount. I barely posted this entire summer. I think I posted like 10 times. But like maybe even less. I don't know. But almost all my videos have been YouTube shorts. None of them were Muppets. And I know but I don't know. It's just, I still like YouTube, but not as much as I used to. I still like doing it because I have a little Muppet sketches, but won't be used as much. But yeah, it's Kermit the Frog. I'm going to show you now, today, it was going to be about Kermit the Frog, but I had an idea. How about I just show off all my replicas now? So, and I'll show you them from my least favorite replicas to my favorite replicas. But there's going to be 3 categories. Is it comfortable? Is it like durable, like it will last long? And does it actually look like the Muppet? Let's go. With 7 replicas, the least is Grover. He is such a good puppet, but there's one thing, because he is a 9 out of 10 for his look, and a 9 for durability. He's not had any rips. Besides, I like one, but it was like some foam, so But here's the one problem. It's not comfortable. My hand is giant, and if you see, his neck is not that large, so my hand can barely fit to try to go inside this. And I'm gonna bet in like a year or 2, Grover's gonna be non-workable, which is sad because he looks great compared with Kermit, because they did a lot of sketches together. So, yeah, so Grover is sadly not gonna be able to use. He's so good though. This is the best. This is one of my favorite looking ones. I'm hoping maybe one day I might like turn him into like a, not a plush, but like maybe turn him into like a statue with like metal rods in his arms, legs, and body. So he can just be like posed, but it's just I can't fit my hand in. So I can if I hurt my hand, but he's not the best. But he has a 9 for accuracy, a 9 for quality, and a 2 out of 10 for comfortable. It's so comfortable after you put my hand in, but when you try to take it out, actually no, even when you put it in, it just hurts my wrist. But if you don't count the wrist, it would be like probably a 5, because after you get it in, it's so comfortable besides the wrist. But nope, sorry Grover, you're in last. My next one is Wilkins Coffee. Aha! He is the one. This is the puppet I built with none of my help, with no help from my mom, because my mom did kind of help with characters like Kermit, Ralph, and Cookie Monster. She did a good amount of it, but I still would help out sometimes. This one I did completely on my own, no help. And yeah, I think it looks really nice. But here's the flaws. It's comfortable. I no joke think it's one of the most comfortable puppets, because I think I'll give it like a 9.8, just because like he has like this fluff that like goes up his head, and it's just, oh, it feels so nice and like soft. So yeah, 9.8. But and then for durability, I think it's pretty good. It's the same fur that I used for Rolf's head. and that stayed for a long time, which means this will too, and it so far has no damage to the foot. It does not pill, hopefully, does not. So I really like it. It has not pilled yet, and nothing like that. So yeah, but the look, so close. I feel like, I think it looks pretty well, but the one problem is mainly his torso. It's just, I feel like it's way too tubey. His head, I think, looks pretty good, but the tube body and no legs also. Kind of close. So I'll give it like a 5 then for the look. But dang, bro. But yeah, for like durability, I don't know if I actually did do a rating, but I think that'd probably be like an 8. Mainly an 8 because I don't know when, if it would pill. I don't know if it does pill, then it would go way down to like 4. A 4 out of that 10. So yeah, he's a pretty good puppet. I like him a lot. He actually is the only one of the characters who actually has props, but yeah, he's an okay puppet. I like him. Next is Robin. I think Robin looks almost exact. Let me just take him off because some of these puppets I think look better if I take them off. So I don't know why I put them on. But next is Robin. Oh, he's so close. I would have probably put him up higher. Maybe even like next to like Rolf or something. But there's two small problems. Number one, I think he looks great. He's very durable. He's probably a 9.8 durability because like he has the fuzzle fleece, which will never pill basically. So yeah, and like his eyes are made of wood, so he won't break. Mouth is made out of like the sticker felt, so it'll also never break. So yeah. And then comfortable. It's so comfortable. They used this like really soft foam, which I need to find out what he used, because this one's actually a ball puppet, kind of like Grover. But oh my god, I need to know what he could used. And it's like this mouth plate's also very soft for some reason. I don't know why. But two problems. One, comfortability. I would give it a 10 with how comfortable it is. But here's the problem. These sticks. His arm rods are way too long, I feel like. They're like over a foot long. Like, what? I don't need a foot long rods. And he used real wood. So it's like if I don't puppeteer him and I just let him dangle, rips his arm right off. So I can't do that. The second problem is they for some reason used, and wait, this is for durability purposes, they used stickers like this one. It's good for the mouth, but for the eyes it just doesn't really work. It kind of fall off sometimes, and that's why I sometimes just do this. But it's not like the damage, like that's pretty good. But if it was just the eyes, oh my god, this would be probably the best puppet. One of the best. Obviously not better than puppets like Kermit or Ralph. But, oh, he looks so good. They're so cool. If I had to give him like a final rating, like if it was everything together, I'd give him like a 7. I know I haven't done that with like Grover or Wilkins. But for the next ones, I will actually rate them as the final thing. But he is so close to a freaking like 9. But he's close. I love him a lot. He looks great. You know, he's small. His head is actually good sized for my hand to fit in. Grover. But yeah, he is a good replica. Love him a lot. Just these sticks. Like, what the freak? I don't need these sticks. This one will sound insane, but Cookie Monster. It's so hard. The next 4 were so hard. It was either Kermit, Ralph, Manamana, or him. And you might be like, why him? He looks so good. Here's my one problem with him is that he's just way too big. We built him way too big. But besides that, his look, I think it's a 9.9. Maybe because like the later ones, his lip is just built up, but older ones, he did have like the curvature lip, so 9.9. His look, durability, 9.8. It's just his eyes made of like foam, so they could squish, but they're screwed on, so it's like they won't fall off, so he won't get damaged. So that's a 9.8 or 7. It's just comfortable tee, so comfortable. Like this hand, oh my god, it's so comfortable to puppeteer with. It feels nice on my hand. His head is soft too, but here's the one problem: too big. I just get suffocated, and I get so sweaty because of how fuzzy he is. So that would be like a, I don't know, like a 7, like a 7-ish, maybe an 8, but 7. But I don't know. I think for the final rating, he'd be a like 8.9. No, 8.5. Yeah, 8.5 is his final rating. Oh my god, he is so good. Just if he wasn't sweaty and this big, he'd be number like 1. But nope. Maybe, well, if I had a fan in here, actually, that'd probably be perfect. Maybe I just had a fan in him. Maybe I'll do that later. Next one is he looks so good. He looks almost like, so first off, let's just do comfortable tee. A 9.8. He is so comfortable. He has like little grips in his head that like you can slot all your fingers in, and it's just so soft. And then his neck is also, it's really soft too. Oh, he fell over. Okay, cool. He's really soft. And then you might be like, but he has rods. They're removable. You just screw them in and out. So it's like, oh my god, that's so nice. I don't need to worry about rod. And they're not heavy or like 2 feet long. Robin, maybe learn your lesson, maybe, bro. Maybe learn. I did not know I could go this close. Learn a lesson, bro. But yeah. Maybe teach Robin later, okay, bro? Thank you. He looks so good, and like he has little bendable fingers. Robin also has that, and Kermit. But yeah, he looks so good, and like they took even other aspects. Like, oh my, he just gonna keep falling over. They added like these feathers, which isn't on the puppet, but I just loved that detail. It looks so nice, and like they gave him legs, all that. So look is a 9. 9. And then, but here's the one thing, pilling. Here's this fur that has already kind of started to pill, but I don't really care on this guy because he's already a frazzly character, so I don't mind as much. I'll give it like a 7, but because of how good all the other stuff is, he's no joke. Like a 1 above Cookie Monster in a final rating of like 8.6, maybe 8.7. No joke intended. Stop. So yeah, I like probably like, so yeah, Cookie Monster is kind of like a 8.5. Phenomenon is like an 8.6. It's just, yeah. So, or even just an 8.5 as well. I actually changed my mind, guys. Phenomena and Cookie Monster are tied. They're tied for 3rd place because they both just have a look. They look exactly like their puppets. They're both like, they won't be damaged. But Phenomena's already kind of pilled. And then they're both really comfortable, but it's like he's a little bit sweaty. So yeah, these two are tied for 3rd. So finally, the 2 most popular puppets I probably own, Kermit and Ralph, who I both built. It's gonna be painful. Here, let's look at everything of how these 2 are and how good they are. Let's start with Ralph. He's my favorite Muppet. So, first off, Ralph's just my favorite puppet. He's my favorite Muppet. And yeah, he also has a glove puppet, aka my favorite kind of puppets. I love glove puppets. don't know why I keep saying puppet like this, but who cares? But, yeah, Rolf's like my favorite kind of puppet. Yeah, Rolf's kind of puppet. Really nice. It's so, well, pretty very durable. He's really durable because he just fold and he can like fold up really nice. Crap, my brain is just dying. Yeah, either way, like, he's really durable. He looks nice. He's very soft because he's just a giant foam head. And, like, again, he's just my favorite Muppet. And I love glove puppets. But the other one thing is that when I say durable, I say mostly durable. It's just his nose is kind of half on there because on the corners it can't stick. And the other thing is this mouth. Because every puppet I've had that has a giant foam head always had to get re-glued eventually. The thing is, Rolf cannot be re-glued with the head. You'd have to take apart this whole head to do it. So that's the one durable thing you cannot. But also every puppet will break right here, like unless you're a god at puppets. But Rolf will eventually break in like 7 years because I don't use. It's not like I'm using him each day, just like blah 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 blah. But eventually, or not even eventually, it might not. Probably will not because this is like a really nicely built puppet. But I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, Rolf, love him so much. Great. Kermit though. Ho ho ho. He got a lot of good things for him. First off, he's a full body puppet. Love those. Second, he has bendable wire thumbs and fingers and stuff. He also is the only puppet I have with a sleeve, so like my hand won't be seen if I puppeteer him. He also can do like all of his facial expressions. He has actual material that the Muppet people use, like Fuzzle and I and the ping pong balls. He also is just made of Fuzzle, which will not pill. So yay. But like Rolf with the one downfall, his one downfall is also durability. Because the way his mouth is made of plastic. So if I do any kind of facial expressions, it will break. And even if I just move it, it will eventually break. And even his fingers, if I bend them too much, they'll break. But that's just how the Muppet are. So, if I had to pick one of these two, I'm gonna have to pick Rolf the dog. He's just my favorite Muppet. Even if Kermit was 500 times better, Rolf the dog is the best Muppet. Oh, he's my favorite Muppet. Ooh. He's just my favorite Muppet. He will win. Kermit, though, if I could do ties for the winner, I would tie these two, but you can't. That's kind of my pick, but yeah. Kermit's finally done, and I'll hopefully do sketches of him soon. Have a good day, guys.